this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tyler. Hit my Cash App, bitch. Hit that Cash App, goddamn it, and make it clap. Hit like and subscribe. I can't sleep the past 3 days. Nipsey has been bothering me real bad. And it's been on my spirit real bad to warn y'all about some of the things he's telling me that I've already told y'all, but I want to reinforce them with the death of Queen Elizabeth. And I told y'all months ago that London Bridge was falling down, that she was sick, and that she was dying. She was dead. I already saw her dead during the Queen's Jubilee. So what, that was over the summer, what, June, July, with Queen's Jubilee. She was dead then. And what I am seeing about that is that there has been a real violent demonic spirit sent from Draco constellation, even when we through rap in the music industry and drill rap, from LA down to Atlanta. I also saw Ohio, Philadelphia, Utah, um, New York City, of course, Chicago, Atlanta, LA, other cities in between where there's going to be a lot of violence and roadblocks. Just like I told y'all, the police was shooting, people were going to start shooting polices and have ambushed on polices. Last night it was real bad in one of the cities down here because two sheriffs or two deputy sheriffs tried to serve a warrant, and somebody in the house shot and killed both of them sheriffs last night at their house. It was hours of standoffs, and this has been happening in different parts of the United States. Then this off duty, I think sheriff went and killed this married couple yesterday. He knew them, so I don't know what type of problem he had with them. This lady in California, this man got mad and cut her head off right out there in the street in front of every goddamn body. Do that kind of shit was happening as well as these funeral homes, and them coming out bargaining, selling, even eating these goddamn humans in these funeral homes. I told you London Bridge was falling. So, and then two, we're dealing with Iran, Iraq, the Congo, Sudan, Somalia, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Afghanistan, Palestine, Pakistan, North Korea, Taiwan, China, and Russia. And also, what concerns me, I'm not going to get too deep into it with Trump and these papers in that house. There is something very interesting that Nipsey keeps trying to show me about that and the blueprints of nuclear plants inside of the U.S. And I'm seeing underground and near Utah. And what's this other place that's near Utah? It's where Larry Hoover is. I forgot the name of that state there. And these bunkers underground and out in the desert in Saudi Arabia. When you're dealing with China, you're dealing with Russia, you're dealing with Saudi Arabia, you're dealing with the whole Middle East. And also look at Venezuela. What's the other Spanish city? Because that would be where Hugo Chavez. And also look at where Muammar Gaddafi, where what he ruled, and they took that country. Look at those two, because Venezuela is one of the top places with oil. And look at not just Saudi Arabia, but United Arab Emirates. We see in these areas they're dealing with a lot of human trafficking, a lot of human sacrifice, and dealing with black children, black male, female slavery, torture and human sacrificing and sex slavery. But there's been a releasing of the Kraken. I also saw it being released in Atlanta, Georgia, because parts of Atlanta, Georgia are above water. Atlantis. This is a very demonic city. And these people in the conscious community that are also in entertainment and rap, dealing with Nature Boy, dealing with the Proud Boys, dealing with all these black militia agencies that are tied to politics, music, and rap, and law enforcement, and Masons and Eastern Stars. Those are all tied to these Black conscious communities. They have now come from New York because they got ran out of New York and couldn't make any money. The Jews that own the property and real estate there ran them out of there with a lot of the dirty shit they were doing. So now they've come to Atlanta and dealing with a lot of lonely, Black, stupid, intellectually smart, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually stupid, and spiritually lost Black women and men looking for a savior, looking for a mom and a daddy, looking for a spiritual healer and a teacher. They're looking at these people, whatever they know, you all can read it and study it and know it as well. But instead of doing that, you rather suck somebody's damn ass and lay up with these niggas, thinking these niggas gonna be your friend and your savior and your husband. And those people are straight into polygamy, bisexuality, trisexuality, pansexuality. These men are doing anything, and y'all looking at them as y'all Black men savior because y'all want a Black man so bad. And it's down here in Atlanta. I saw the release of the Kraken about 3 days ago before they announced Elizabeth dead. This Kraken is one of the dragons that raises up out of the sea, and there is also a Kraken constellation. They've come down from the constellation and the different planets and solar systems, and they all glorify death. They live in the shadows. I saw a big demonic dragon coming down from a temple in the English estate. Looks like a big church or a temple with high ceilings. It kind of reminds me of the one that Meghan Markle and her husband were married in there. It came from the ground with the other dead ancestors in there, the male ancestors in there that were kings that appointed her to be queen. And the dragon, and it's going to be a lot of violence worldwide, a lot of problems with computers and electronics, and there's going to be a feasting on Black people, people of color, and trains, planes, buses, water, ships, and storms and tornadoes, erupting of volcanoes and avalanches and mud storms, different water storms and catastrophes inside the earth and in Yellowstone and federal parks. You need to start looking at federal parks for eruptions, or wherever federal parks that have volcanoes underneath the earth. Also, the Egyptian gods, the Native American gods, and the Black gods, the Anunnaki, the Aboriginals, in Australia. Also, you want to look at Australia is tied to this. They are raising from the dead and raising up out of the ground and raising up out of the water, raising up out of the stones and the mountains. And there's going to be an upheaval of taking life, reducing the population, and then going straight digital, moving from a physical to a spiritual and an intangible, which would go into Starlink, Elon Musk, and go into space. There's been getting ready to be a rush to move currencies, jobs, everything you do from the ground and from the material and the flesh into the computer, into the digital, the Terminator season, the rise of the machine, and the suppression of the human being. And if you do not go along with it, you will die. You will die financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because there will be a disconnect, more of a disconnect. Now that she's risen out of the body and she is getting ready to reincarnate, because the demons and the dragons on her are so strong because she's cannibalized off of people of color for years, and even European people. Some of them have been cannibalized and spirit cooked as well. She needs so much energy in this dragon that looks like a female. It will need to be a whole bunch of bodies and a whole bunch of bloodshed. They are down here. There's a royal feast in hell right now. There's a feasting and a celebration in the constellations. Her death is not a physical death. It is a life. It's just a changing of bodies. You need, and all of them, a whole dragon crew, and one from the constellation of Draco are here. They're hovering over England right now, and they're hovering over the United States. Why? Because the United States celebrates the Queen. They're crying and mourning. It's all over the United States news because that is who they are under. That system and that group was Hex. I got to get the right name. I hear it in my mind, but I need to pronounce it correctly. That is a German. leadership over England that took it from the Moors, and that is a Hitler German family. They never liked you anyway. Jamaica has been calling for years for reparations from that queen because of the murder and bloodshed and the slavery of the sugarcane plantations and the rape of so many African people. Just like when I said Leopold was a part of that system, the slavery system, with Britain, somebody comes in like, no, he is, what does it say? He was from another country and he's not a part of that. And I'm just like, you're stupid. Because Leopold is cousins to Elizabeth and her husband. So whether he's from Scotland or another country, he's her cousin. So they were over there cutting off little boys' black hands and arms that refused to pick whatever they had them picking. And it was sugar cane or whatever they were growing over in Africa. He was standing there taking pictures with real dark skin black children with a hand missing. And you're trying to tell me I'm wrong? Because he didn't live in Britain, but he's blood cousins with her? And nobody stepped in to stop him from cutting them black hands and feet and killing them and raping them and hanging them up and taking their land all over the world through blood, through murder. No, it's not nothing wrong with me. It's something wrong with you. And it's always somebody you can't see their face or their real fucking name. Hit the Cash App and make it clap. Hit my Cash App, bitch. I'm not finna stay here too long. It's just one thing, but yes, I wanted to say that this is going to be a lot of murder and mayhem, heightened levels of crime because the dragons are on the planet and they have been released to celebrate, to feast for the physical death of the queen and then reincarnate her. Ambush and embalm that body, but they already had the other one on standby and waiting, and she hasn't been in that body for months. So for one, because her energy is so powerful and strong and so demonic and raised by demons and the dragons raising up out of the sea, and you will see problem. They're bringing Miami to me. They're bringing the Atlantic and the Pacific and all of the islands chained together. California, Hawaii, Bermuda Triangle, Tanzania, Jekyll Island, Savannah, Georgia, New York City, where all the ports are, California, where all the main ports are. We're from Hawaii and the Asian Pacific Islands, Australia, all the chains of islands here and outside of the United States that are all connected, and the bunkers. And see, that's what he was saying about Trump. The radiation is being released because one of the Asian countries, is that China? Where was that about 10, 12 years ago? There was one of the plants that released radiation was in Fukushima. And it's also tied to California, radiation plants in California. Radiation plants people don't know about and deal with in Georgia and Utah and these other states that we don't know about, but they have secret radiation. And the underground military bunkers that protect the radiation sites, but there are also treatment sites. But then there are some blueprints he has, and I'm seeing they're towards the Middle East, for one country over there dealing with their nuclear plants that Trump was not supposed to have or know about, and their spies that connected to Trump and Russia, and the blueprints that he stole, the confidential blueprints that he was not supposed to have. This is what they're dealing with in a female spy. I'm even wondering about his wife, Trump's wife, because I wonder, what does she do and what does she know? And is that a spy that's also helping to transfer information, not just, I'm not going to say to Trump, I would say with Trump, with the U.S. and what country she came from? He's close to a double agent that's a female. that's blonde that people don't know about, and he might have been in the process of selling or trading documents. That is what I am seeing, and I'm seeing radiation treatment sites and water treatment. It looks like water in one of these sites underground, but it's not. It's thick, almost like a liquid plastic. It's a thick polymer type of fluid that's clear and looks like water, but it's not. It's in a nuclear treatment center making nuclear weapons, but also giving off radiation in the process. There are radiation leaks that will cause people a lot of problems, and dealing with electricity. Dealing with California and electricity, but it's also going to be other states that are going to have problems with blackouts and rolling blackouts and the jacked up prices for electricity. And it also ties into polluting and affecting the water. Also, radiation leaks right now in different parts of the United States and different states that they're not discussing, that will cause problems with leaks into the water and cause problems with electricity. That is coming up, as well as this one main thing I want to say, and then I'm going to go, that Nipsey's been showing me, and that's been on my mind very much. Y'all black bitches, y'all black women, a lot of y'all are so desperate and so lonely, especially in Atlanta. I'm sure this is all the other major states, going up north and into California, where y'all ain't got no good man. And you all, it has to be a black man for y'all. It has to be black. That's all y'all want. And a lot of y'all are fucking these black men in jail. Or you getting ready to fuck them. Y'all talking to them. Y'all don't start going with them and having a relationship with these black men in jail. These young black men in jail. And they making y'all promises. Y'all making them promises. Y'all are becoming legally married to these men. And I understand you want companionship, and all black men in jail are not gay. All black men in jail are not bisexual. All black men in jail ain't messing with men. Some of them going with women's in there because they just don't want no man. A lot of them just ain't gonna never be with no motherfucking man. But a lot of them are, it's enough of them that are freaky and nasty. They were like that before they went in there, or they were bi-curious and never acted on it. And they feel like they in there, who gonna know? Well, I'm freaking my dick hard. I want to fuck. When am I gonna get out? I don't know. But until then, and then they got men that are taking hormones or that have already had a surgery to become transsexual. And some prisons, even here in Atlanta, they might have just a floor of men that look like women, and men that live as women that take hormones and have woman's parts. It might still look like a man, but have big breasts, a big old ass, wear makeup and a wig, and shaped like a woman, even though you know it's a man. And a lot of these men will have sex with them, the ones that remind them of a female, so they can tell themselves they're not gay and they're not messing with a man, and to get over their guilt. Or it's really a deep mind trip for them, okay? A lot of y'all black women are so lonely and desperate. You have everything else in your life that you want. And some of them don't have a lot of money, but they want a man, they want a family, and they single parents and got children, and they want these men, which doesn't make sense to me. They want these men to be their husband and the father of their children, go out and work and provide and have a head of a household. How the fuck a nigga gonna do that for you when he's in there and been in there years, or the first part of his life, and was not the head of a household or making money or paying bills before he went in there? He living with his mama or another bitch, or out in the street scrambling, a pole pimp, a pole hustler that can't even fucking make no money and survive. And all of a sudden he's supposed to get out and be that to you when they don't even have school anymore. They don't have a law library in a lot of these places. They don't have computers. They don't want them to know nothing but self-hatred and murder and murdering each other. They don't even have counseling and school and training on how to heal their own wounds and be a grown man and heal their own mama and daddy issues and deal with the fact they've been locked up like an animal in a goddamn cage and basically suffering PTSD because every day is a day that you have to survive and watch your fucking back. And he's supposed to just get over that because he's been released and come take care of you and your children that ain't his. So these black women are on that shit. So you know what? I'm on with y'all on, goddamn it, bitch. I'm gonna watch y'all. I'm gonna watch this happen. What Nipsey told me is gonna happen to a lot of y'all. Because like you tell me, you can't tell me nothing. Y'all, but y'all always want me to tell you something when something happens to you. But when I try to warn you to prevent it because you think about your pussy and your stupid fantasies in your mind instead of you sitting like a grown-ass woman and healing your wounded little girl issues and deal with your fantasies and a constructive, linear, adult way to make them come true, you in la la land like a little girl and you chasing a nigga because it's a nigga, because it's a male with a dick, and you just gonna make that fantasy come true like you down there on and then where when you wish upon a star made no difference who your nigga are, every wish come true. See, y'all on that bullshit, on that goddamn Mickey Mouse shit. Y'all on motherfucking Mickey Mouse time, but you bitch, you finna be on demon time in a minute, bitch. Cause that's what we in. We are on demon time right now. And what's good is bad. And what's bad is good. And y'all in this fucking just you know what? A lot of y'all gonna wake up in hell and you're gonna wake up in the hospital or you're gonna wake up in a casket. And I'm warning you right now, don't come over here asking for no damn cornbread and black-eyed peas and grilled steaks and shit. I can't help you. Don't bring your nasty pussy ass over here when you damn physically dead and get up. Don't come over here and knock on my door. I don't all y'all bitches. I don't want a house full of bitches. I don't want to hear the shit. Don't send your nigga over here. Cause we already got goddamn it a house full with this nigga over here. Coming from LA and bringing this bitch and that bitch and cook this and cook. But you know, bitches really don't hang over here with me anyway. Your ass wake up dead, don't call me. I think you better call Tyrone. Oh, call it. Because that's who y'all trying to get to come home anyway. And tell him, come on and stick dick and shit. Come on, come on, come. See, that's what y'all want. But y'all say y'all want a spiritual goddamn Tyrone. But what you don't know, your spiritual Tyrone, when you at home alone, is goddamn Jones and sucking dick and eating bone. So a nigga can make him moan. Up in his ass, rocking like grandma at goddamn it, Church's Chicken, rocking back and forth and moan and making him moan and won't leave him alone. And take your commissary motherfucking money and buy him some hot coffee. Goddamn it, like he up there and some donuts, like he goddamn it dunking nuts in his coffee. Huh? And sucking dick, goddamn it, like he eating toffee. Huh? See, this is what he told me to tell y'all. What I'm going to do with my assistant so I can get into deeper details about it. I'm going to do another show on the audio and I'm going to put it on my website. You can go listen to it over there because I can't say everything I want to say over here. Because they keep censoring everything I motherfucking say, but I see other people cuss and do all kinds of bullshit and say all kind of nasty shit and they don't censor them, but they want to do that shit to me. Let me explain a little bit of what he told me to tell you. And it's not just the niggas in jail, but let me tell you something. When these black men get out of jail, because some of them, if they can get a hold to them, a lot of them black men like to mess with white men and Latin men. Because, you know, they like an exotic nigga too, see. A lot of these black men, just like they like an exotic bitch, they like an exotic nigga. So they want them a white man or Latino or a half-breed nigga, see. They want them a pretty nigga. Even if it ain't no nigga, I'm just saying slang. There's a bug. The same way I told y'all that there was a bug in California that came, and I told y'all about these bugs, and that would be medicine resistant. They won't respond to medicine or antibiotic. They're calling it a foot. I don't know. This bug in California comes up out of the ocean and it bites people's feet. And I don't know if there is actually removing tissue or if it's infecting them with some type of fungus or virus or bacteria to make them have problems with the skin on their feet. But it's doing it. There's a bug that's biting people's feet in California that's coming out of the ocean. These waterborne things, like I told you, everything coming to the diseases of the waters of the body, the mind and the spirit, and of the land and underground, moving through storms and volcanoes, and drinking water, and urine and feces, which is also part of the waters of the body, the living waters of the bowel. Life and death begins in the bowel. Okay. We're going to the bowel, which would be the anal rectal, the large intestine, the small intestine, and the digestive system, and we're dealing with the upper respiratory tract, infections in the lungs. That will also move into the central nervous system and the spinal cord. He mentioned meningitis, encephalitis, water, living waters, bacteria, and this bug, this parasite that's living in the cerebral spinal fluid in the brain and then the spinal column, swelling the spinal cord. I see people in comas in the spirit. This is what I'm saying in the spirit. This is spiritual reading. The AKT Celebrity Reads. This is what Nipsey's showing me. It's already happening. It has already occurred in the spirit realm. You just haven't heard it yet. But I already see people physically. This is happening to people in other countries and in African countries. But it's also secretly happening in the United States. Encephalitis and meningitis. But what I'm trying to tell you is, even though that's happening, the meningitis, encephalitis, and the fever in the brain and the fever in the fluids, cerebral spinal fluids, also fever in the stomach, fever in the guts, fever in the head and in the mouth, hot fever in the mouth, affecting the nose, the eyes, the upper respiratory, and attacking the lungs, and blood clots. They also show me blood clots, heart problems, heart attacks, and blood clots. He's showing me, why is he saying black men in jail? Because there are men having sex with men in jail, and they're spreading this fungus and this bacteria. Is separate. It's a bacteria and it's from a living parasite. One's a parasite and one is a other organism that I have not seen. It looks like a bug. One is bacterial and one is fungus and one is a parasite like a worm, and one is viral. It's a virus. It's like three folds here. And they are getting this through sex with other men. And it's in these prisons, and these medical personnel are not stopping it. They're not going to be able to control it and stop it, because it is mutating with these men that are having sex with men, and it is spreading that way and becoming a super virus and a super bug that's going to be, well, it's already hard to kill. So they have isolated some of it and they have it in a lab and they see this thing, but they're not going to tell anybody because they can't stop it anyway, because they cannot stop. Some of it might work with antibiotics, one part of it, but then you got 2 or 3 parts of it that cannot be killed that way, and they cannot stop these men. See, you have a lot of hurt, wounded men in jail that have daddy issues, and so they'll be trying to bond with another man, and they might not know they're gay or might be experimenting, and then a man will lure them. These are young men. Lure them into a relationship with men or even groups of men that are inside of gangs. There are gang members that all fuck on each other and love on each other, call they damn self brothers and brotherly love, and I got your back. Yeah, a lot of them got their back right now, for real. They back up in their ass, bag that thing up like juvenile, goddammit. This is what's going on, and you can't see it, but the personnel and the counselors know that this is what's going on, but they don't tell the women. And these men, a lot of them are not tested when they leave jail. And then I'm seeing tuberculosis. So these are also things that are attacking the lungs and the upper respiratory system. And because of that virus and that, it just, I keep seeing yeast too, yeast and fungus up in these men's rectum, and it's lining. It's sticking to and lining the intestinal tract, and then it moves into and it's lining the lungs. So these women are gonna have raw sex with these men. They are not going to take them to get tested for viruses and sexually transmitted diseases and funguses and bacterial infections. A lot of these men have yeast infections and trichomonas, just like a woman will have in her vagina. They have it in their butt, up in their intestine. It's lining the whole gut, layers of the gut. I see it in the large intestine, and then it moves into the stomach and up the digestive tract into the mouth. Then it moves into the upper respiratory tract into the brain. These things like to live on mucosa, like mucousy wet parts, watery parts of the body, watery parts of the cell. When you look at it, your mouth is wet, your nose is wet, your brain, your eyeballs have to stay wet. Your brain is wet. It's living encased in bone and fluid. Your spinal cord has to stay wet. Your intestines, your stomach, your guts, they have to stay lubricated and wet, and your butt has to stay wet. If you want to have a healthy, moving digestive system and bowel movements, you need to stay wet in the gut. That's your vagina, inside of the penis, which is connected to the urinary tract. That stuff stays wet and it moves. That's where they like to live, where things are wet and you have natural bacteria on your skin and inside of your body and inside the skin. The intestines, that's basically mucosa. That's skin. The stomach is skin. The mouth is soft and skin. Your brain is skin and fat. So women are going to be having sex with these men, kissing these men in the mouth, passing fluids with these men, and all that is coming from the butt, the guts, the intestine. Everything from the intestine moves through the blood throughout the whole body. And these women are going to get pregnant, and they're going to be infecting themselves, passing these infections. And these men get out here in Atlanta, and they still going to be secretly messing with men, as well as men in other states and coming down from Atlanta and New York. You watch New York and California, there's going to be a really bad epidemic with these. There's another form of a sexually transmitted disease and infection that's going to hit Atlanta, and it's going to hit Black people and other people of color, Latin people. And a lot of them are going to fill the hospital up, and I see them in comas. And the CDC is going to get involved, but they're not going to be able to stop all of it. Oh, here's my friends again inside the CDC. I see a big monkey. Those are the monkey gods. They're descendants from the constellation of the gods. That's why you see in India they have temples to them and temples to rats. Because those are the main two that you see in the lab, the monkey and the rat. Those are the ones that know everything. And they're close to the vibration of the ground and nature. The monkey just looked at me. He already knows. They're already starting to see this, and it's also tied into the water supply. Why? Because these people that take drugs and they use the bathroom, putting that shit and exposing everybody else to that shit and the water supply. And this is men. Men loving men having sex with men, but that are also secretly, they're having sex with these men and in these groups and in these gangs and in the entertainment industry and in hip hop and in politics. It's all in spirituality and these conscious community groups. They're all in this vegetarian shit. They all tied together. And they sleeping with multiple women and into polygamy, and they tie it into church and religion and this conscious community. It's all running together in music and entertainment. That's a scary thing for me. That's why it's just been on my mind to tell you. And a lot of these women are going to be in the hospital because they want a black man so bad. They want to believe these are real men that care about them. Oh, there's a lot of black women's problems. And I'm so glad I'm not like that anymore. You want to save people. Oh, I can help him. His mama don't like him. His family don't like him. He done been through so much. I can save him. Nigga down there by the railroad track, sucking dick and eating a cup of hot ramen, old noodles. Down there at the shelter, sucking dick. Living out there in that damn tent. See, you whenever you see these niggas and these groups of other niggas, especially these conscience communities, they all sleep in the house together. They all running together. Everywhere they go, they always together. They telling the nigga where they at with you. They got a buddy. They got a handler with them. They got a group of readers with them. Everybody know your motherfucking business. Ain't nobody got their own house to stay in. It's always at somebody else's house or a group house or group event. They fucking each other. They sleeping in the same bed together. They sleep around each other. And the women's bumping cats, fucking each other and sucking dicks. Oh, that's all right. You lonely need your dick sucked. Hold on, let me call Fatima. And then 2 and 3 bitches over there with 2 and 3 niggas, and they all switch swapping each other, getting each other head, busting nuts. I mean, man, look. And then go eat some tofu and rice together, goddammit. Because you know, we are family. Yay, 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 yay. I got all my dick suckers with me. Hey, nah. Hey, nah. Yeah. Now we're going to do these mushroom. We're going to smoke this reefer. Get this bitch some mushroom. I be Flintstone Cobby. What was that? Oh, I just spoke that language that just came from the sea, goddammit. One of the sea gods. And damn Haruru came out the damn Egypt and told me, me no wala kinete coco. Get a bitch some more mushroom, goddammit. She could speak it too, goddammit. Y'all go for that goddamn shit. Go for that shit. Nimane Cantapuco suck a dick. I'm talking about your nigga. Go suck his dick right now and then go over there and smoke some of them damn mushrooms, goddammit. And get some of that weed I got in my pocket that I done meditated and rubbed it around my nuts. See, this is the kind of shit that y'all go for. And now they all down here in Atlanta. Let's go up on Stone Mountain. We're going to do some more ritual. We're going to call these spirit down, the entities down. And then my boyfriend going to suck your brother's dick. And I'm going to eat your sister pussy. Her and damn Coco going to come over here and eat mine. And we're going to eat some more of these shrooms. And we're going to go to the vegetarian club and read some poetry like we do out of Brooklyn. See, that's the kind of shit y'all don't. That's what y'all like. Hey, Mikey, he like it. That's what y'all like. And I'm going to watch y'all like it. And I'm going to sit back and stay the fuck away from it because they bringing death and destruction to Atlanta. The demons already over Atlanta. I seen the demonic dragon 3 days ago. And the Kraken rise up out of the motherfucking ocean, out of Constellation. It's so demonic here. They bringing that shit from LA and motherfucking New York City and Philly and Baltimore. Another place that also came up was Cleveland, Ohio, and Baltimore. It's real bad demonic entities come from there. And that shit is right here in Atlanta. All them conscious motherfuckers from up there is right down here. It's another level of death for black people down here and circulating around the city of Atlanta, the West End, the whole city of Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, and even parts of Stone Mountain, Decatur. They already fucking dead. They vampiring on them, and them demons are already been released under the waters of Atlanta, Georgia. And it's going to be and it's incurable from what I'm seeing. They don't have a handle on this thing that's coming. And it's already here. All I know, hospitals will be full with this thing because it's going to be a real bad epidemic that's running from here all the way from New York to LA and back down here. And a lot of them niggas in hip hop because a lot of them fuck each other. Not only do they fuck each other and they in gang activity and violence and kill each other, but they deal with regular lay people who want to be stars and be up under them and be around them. And that's a part of the secret ritual, sucking dick. See, I'm getting ready to go now. Just don't say you weren't warned. Because this is also going to be tying into other viruses like HIV, syphilis, and herpes is already bad in them circles. Most of them conscious community niggas and them rappers and claim they heal the hood and the green juice and all that. People undercover got herpes and them women got female problems young and got hysterectomies. But see, they're not going to tell you they got partial hysterectomies or they can't have children, their ovaries not working, or they got total hysterectomy. A lot of these women y'all look up to in this conscious community, I think are teachers and shit, they wombs missing. Oh, I got this womb hands and this womb clear and this sex plant. But a lot of them ain't even have healthy sex. They being ran by men who pimp them and take their fucking money. Y'all giving y'all money to them, and them niggas being punked by a nigga. That get punked by a nigga. And that's what y'all look up to as God. All these women wearing turbans and shit on their head. But you can't even see what their real hair look like. Something wrong with them. But they eating vegan fake meat and fake eggs. And they're more righteous than me, and they're more righteous than you. And I left that shit alone over 10 years ago when I was hanging around them when they robbed me in New York City. I mean, you just look at the ingredients on some of those vegetarian burgers and shit y'all buy at the store, and y'all eating this shit in these vegetarian restaurants around down here. But I've seen some of the people that run them vegetarian restaurants or that eat out of there, and a lot of them look sick. And a lot of them is dirty and treacherous, is backstabbing as hell. But you're supposed to be non-violent and a more calm person because you don't eat meat. But these people are treacherous and con artists and dirty as hell and have no respect for women. They use them, and then women use each other in those groups and play on them and prey on them for niggas. This is something I know for a fact. And a lot of them, they don't use condoms. They don't believe in condoms because they believe that white men made condoms and put diseases in the condoms. So they believe that people get HIV because HIV is in the chemicals of the condom. So as a result of that, they're spreading herpes and HIV and other bacterial infections and STDs in that conscious community because those black people don't use rubbers. Nor do they get HIV tests because they believe that all HIV tests and all HSTD tests are tainted and the disease and the infection is in the test. But these people are showing up with diseases and herpes. But then they'll tell them, oh, just, eat some tofu and, get this womb cleanse and, take these herbs and it'll go away. You don't need to go to no doctor and you don't need to go to no doctor for no baby. You can have your baby at home. And them babies be dying or they have sicknesses and their mothers have sicknesses, but they don't believe in going to a medical doctor because all of them are evil and all of them will give you a disease, and that's not true. But y'all black like that. And y'all want to believe the black man is God. But what kind of God is it? And it clearly couldn't be one too powerful because he ain't running nothing down here that saves you as a whole and save your group or people as a whole. You don't even have your own currency, your own water, your own factories, your own clothes, your own food supply, your own banks, your own doctors and medical facilities. And the ones they have, I wouldn't go to them because I already know they don't like me. So they would kill me on the spot. See, I don't trust black people like y'all do. I don't trust black men that like because they've already shown me what they'll do to me. And a black bitch, most of them have shown me what you would do to me. And the ones that love me, I know. The ones that look out for me and take care of me, I know y'all. So I'm not talking about everybody that's considered black, but as a whole, and in the entertainment industry and the conscious community, oh yeah, they taught me very well what they would do to me, murder me and steal my money, fuck me and leave me with a disease and babies, and have you stuck taking care of that shit by yourself while they fucking other women and recruiting other women because they want to have a whole compound to what? Give the money to their mother. that they bow down and worship, but you're nothing to them but a bitch with a warm body and a soul that can get out and influence people and get money and trick people and give it to them so they can give it to their mother. And have all these people bowing down to one woman as if she's Queen Elizabeth, and it's just not that. Not living that, not reflecting that. These niggas is sick. And these are the type of niggas that y'all look up to that will put you down, bow down to one woman and say this woman is a queen, but then look down on you and tell you you ain't nothing. And you're going to go out and get her some money, and you're going to give me some money like all these other. And they go from state to state, and all these groups and all these organizations putting this one woman on a pedestal and stealing money from other women and stealing out of their butt and out of their mouth and out of their house and out of their pocketbook and giving it to this organization, this one woman that they worship, but then you're nobody. See, I've been sitting thinking about this. And then when you don't want to play the game with them no more, you don't want to fuck them and their friends, you don't want to live in a community where you got to share them with however many women they meet wherever they go, and you don't want to give them your check no more, you don't want to give them your house, and you don't want to let them use you, and them and their other conscious friends come and live in your house without paying no rent or buying no food. Then they go to the next victim, and y'all don't want to see it, but they tell you though. Like they told me when they tried to recruit me, it's not a secret. The only part is the open secret that you don't know they fuck each other. You know they fuck other women, but you don't know they're bisexual. And then they'll try to introduce it to you. Well, I'm into opening my first chakra up, and first chakra, which is your asshole. And sometimes I let my brother do that because we brothers and we trust each other to do each other's butt while we do y'all. And we're going to be over y'all and rule y'all, and we the keepers of the earth because the black man God. See, that's what's going to get y'all, because you want to believe that shit. And you want a black man so bad, and you want a black teacher, a black nigga that's a teacher. So I'm going to sit back and let these niggas teach y'all.